Indigents of Tugunmaje area of the FCT stage a protest against the Nigerian army. Welcome to Roots TV Roundup. I'm Gloria Oje Emodi. Before the news in detail, here is a look at our top stories. FCT indigents protest against the Nigerian army. Shiites accuse UK, US and El Rufai of conspiracy. What does PENCOM have to hide? Residents of Tugunmaje area of the Federal Capital Territory have staged a protest against the Nigerian army. According to the protesters, the army is guilty of the forceful and illegal takeover of their ancestral land. The protest, which turned violent, left one person dead and many others injured. The embittered indigents of the community also vowed to resort to violence, banditry and use of firearms if the issue is not addressed.
So if this does not stop, if this intimidation, alleged loss of lives and properties does not stop, what will happen? What is your people planning to do?
If this does not stop, actually, I may not lie to you, they are pushing the indigents of FCT to terrorism or militancy. Or they want to make us begin to carry arms like other people have carried arms before they are given attention.
The Islamic movement in Nigeria, also known as Shiites, has accused Governor Nasser El Rufai of Kaduna State of aiding the US and the UK in the looting of the country's resources and masterminding killings in the north. In a peaceful protest to the UK High Commission and the American Embassy in Abuja, leader of the protest, Ibrahim Abubakar, called for the release of Shiite leader Ibrahim al-Zakzaki, who has been in detention for 3 years. The Shiites also promised that their protest would continue until al-Zakzaki and his wife are free.
It is clear that the reason for this, the America, the United Kingdom, that is the British, and their allies are party to this issue of Zaria massacre and the detention of our leader.
The National Pension Commission has yet again failed to provide the documents requested by the House of Representatives ad hoc committee investigating the alleged withdrawal of 33 billion naira from the Commission's account.
These are the issues that I want you all to put on notice to submit before this Honorable House. Let it be on record again. Schedule of payment made to Communication Department. Schedule of payment made to the GMs from April to date, from 2017 date. Schedule of payment made to the acting DG, Aisha Uma, Iyabo Ekanem, Ahomu, Peter Arawa from April 2017 to date. Know that all payments should include salary, allowances, established today. A full report on the status of the lump sum payment, variation and reversal, including approval received to date.
Acting DG of PENCOM Aisha Dahir Umar had earlier promised to provide the documents but failed to keep her word. The investigation is aimed at exposing discrepancies in the finances of PENCOM. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has ranked Nigeria the 4th most dangerous place to give birth in the world after Sierra Leone, Central Africa and Chad. The foundation also identified lack of access to healthcare and unassisted delivery as the key causes of maternal mortality. The acting chairman of National Population Commission, Hassan Bashir, while speaking, stated that 5 out of every 1,000 Nigerian women dies during childbirth. The World Health Organization also reported that only 40% of low-income earners attend pre- and antenatal clinics in Nigeria. And now to the top 5 business stories with Imo Edet.
Indeed, Gloria, thank you. Welcome to Business News. I am Mitogli Mo Edet. South African lender Absa is aiming to make a start on its investment bank focus expansion into Nigeria in the second half of this year. Absa, trying to make its name as a standalone bank after separating from Britain's Barclays, has been touting Nigeria as a market central to its growth strategy since last year, but has given scant details on its plans. Meanwhile, the International Monetary Fund has ranked Nigeria as the second worst country in the world in the use of sovereign wealth funds. According to the Fiscal Monitor report released on Wednesday, Qatar was the only country worse than Nigeria on the index. Meanwhile, Ghana will be the fastest growing economy in the world this year, according to the International Monetary Fund. The lender's growth forecast of 8.8% for the producer of cocoa, gold, and oil drops to 6.6% median in the Bloomberg survey. An equities market closed on Wednesday on a positive note as the NSE All-Share Index appreciated 0.12%. It closed at 29,193.40 points as against 0.1% depreciation recorded previously. Its year-to-date returns currently stands at minus 7.12%. And that's business news. I am Itogi Mo. Edit is back to you, Gloria.
And that's all on Roots TV News. But before we go, a recap of our top stories. FCT indigents protest against the Nigerian army. Shiites accuse UK, US and Al-Rufai of conspiracy. What does PENCOM have to hide? For more news and updates, subscribe to our YouTube page and follow all our social media platforms. I'm Gloria Oji Emode.